Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. And if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's video, it's a super personal video. It might or might not get a little emotional. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's just a life update on what's happening with my health right now. So it's gonna be a little awkward for me. A disclaimer before even it starts. It can get a little TMI. So if this type of video is not for you, I totally get it. We'll see you guys in the next video. But I just wanted to get ready, just chit chat with you guys. I went back and forth on thinking whether I should record this video or not. But the only reason why am I recording right now is just because if any one of you guys are going through this, I just wanted to tell you guys that you guys are not alone. And if you guys have no idea what's happening, you would have not seen me like absent on the internet. So I'm gonna get ready. It's not gonna be like out of the box makeup tutorial. It's gonna be pretty simple everyday makeup. So if I'm not mentioning any product, and I might not, I would definitely leave everything in the description below so that you can see. I just wanted to test out a few new products that I have. One was Tower 28 blush. The second one was Maybelline's Lifter Gloss in the shade Topaz. But let's start. So everything started on 30th of August, and we were doing our normal Sunday routine. When kids go to nap, I generally record, and believe me or not, I was not feeling well for the past 1 week before that Sunday, and I couldn't record just because I was having some kind of a little bit of pain in my stomach, but I was taking like painkillers just to calm the pain down, and everything was okay. So as long as I don't have to take medicines, I and my husband try not to take medicines. But this was a pain that was like causing trouble. It was not going, I couldn't bear it, and I took medicines. Yeah, it was going on and off that week. On that Sunday, because I did not record for the whole week, I thought I'll just record back to back. And I recorded like 3 videos, and thank God for that, because then I was not absent on the internet, because I recorded 3 videos then, and I had like a backup. I just had to like edit on and off, and I was good. So after I recorded those 3 videos, it was pretty normal. I went outside to take some pictures for the thumbnail, and I was sitting on the stairs of the backyard. So my room, my makeup room, leads to, if I open this door, it leads to the backyard. And I just went there, sat, boys were playing outside, so I just took a few pictures with them, and pictures for the YouTube. And then we did our normal routine, and this is like, I would say 5:30 in the evening. By like 6:30ish, I could find little bumps on my like arm, like near the elbow, on both the arms. And I was resting my hand on the stairs where I sat. Those bumps looked like insect bites to me. And it was pretty normal. I was like, okay, insect bite, it'll go. I didn't even like care about it. After about when it hit like 7:30ish mark, it started growing, and it traveled all across my hands, my feet, everywhere actually. It started on my face, it started with my forehead, my ears, my neck. So I knew that it's some kind of an allergy due to something, but I didn't know. Because it was like late night, it really became worse around 11:30 at night, when it just started getting red and like bumpy and like swollen, when it was going towards my face. And because I am on the internet, I know that I don't have a huge following or something or anything like that, but still, when you are out in public and you cannot look yourself, not that I look good or something, nothing like that, but when you don't look yourself, you just get so awkward. So at 11:30, I did like a teledoc, And I talked to the doctor, and he said, anyways, just take a Benadryl, and it'll definitely be an allergy. So I have never had an allergy due to anything from my childhood. So it's nothing food, I know. I didn't even feel like an insect bite because I didn't see any insect, coming and biting me, or I didn't feel like that scratchiness. But towards the end of the night, it started getting like really, really worse. When it was more like itching and painful, and it was just too much to handle. And on top of that, I was just getting scared that it's just traveling all across. Uh, by the way, awesome color on the blush. So I took a Benadryl and thinking that it'll just calm down. It didn't. But it was not that worse to go to an urgent care like at the end of the night. Now, when I say it was not urgent enough, it's just an inconvenience to the whole family. That's what I meant, because I have two young kids, and you have to disturb the kids getting up from the sleep and going like midnight. Yeah, it's just an inconvenience. So I didn't. We waited like till the morning. But that was a wrong decision, I think, because at the night it was so bad that Vipin actually got really scared, just because after the allergy, the pain started like really, really bad. And when I say it was really bad, I had no idea why the pain is coming. I had allergy all over my body, plus my lower abdomen on the left hand side started paining. And it was super, super painful. I really believe that I had like a good tolerance of pain. I always have believed that, and generally doctors do tell me that too. I passed out 6 times that night due to pain. And obviously Vipin would have really gotten scared because he had no idea what to do, and he was just giving me water and keeping me hydrated and asking if I need some medicines. And I did take medicines, and it helped me a little bit, but the pain was so much that I was like throwing up and passing out and stuff. So in the morning when we went to the urgent care, that's when the doctors were like, okay, so what's happening? Doesn't seem right. And they saw I'm using the same blush on the eyes, by the way. You don't look good, obviously, because I had like allergies all over my body, right? So they immediately gave me like a steroid shot so that the allergies can settle down, and then they can search for the pain. So I told them about the pain because at that time allergy was like on the back seat because the pain was so much. And when I say the pain was so much, so I've delivered 2 kids. This pain was definitely more than the contractions. So yeah, so doctors gave me the steroid shot, and immediately I was feeling a little dizzy, and they were checking my BP, and the BP was a little on the lower side. But after giving like the steroid shot, they were like, you'll feel much better, we'll keep you here for like 30 minutes and then we'll monitor you if you don't have like an allergy reaction to that. And everything was okay. I was just charged. I went outside. So because of the whole virus situation happening right now, a visitor cannot come with you. As soon as I went outside to go, my husband and my kids were outside, I felt I'm going to pass out. I came back in, and then I said, I need a bed to sit down or lie down because I'm going to pass out. And completely blanked out. They shifted me to the bed, and they were like, it's not good. It's not a good sign, to see you like that. I was just like passing out. But because I passed out, they couldn't send me back home. They said, we'll have to send you to the emergency. And I said, okay, my husband will take me to the emergency. And they said, no, we have to get you an ambulance, because you would need like IV and fine. So they took me to the ER in the ambulance, and then they were like, yeah, I got so many shots, guys, when I tell you. Those days were like terrible. Yeah, okay, so I went there, and they monitored me, they kept me on IV, and the BP was like terribly low. When I say terribly low, it was continuously at like 75 by 45. That was my BP showing for like good 2-3 hours. And then they were giving me IV, on top of that the pain medications, and then the steroid shots for the allergy medications. So because there were so many things happening one on top of each other, they just had to monitor me. But at the back of the mind, you always think of like kids. And when I tell you, it was so difficult for me, just because I know my older son is doing his school from home, and my husband was like a champ. He handled all of this so well. When one person is like sick and you don't have like family to support you here, because my husband's family, my family, everybody is in India, and you are in quarantine, right? So you're basically at home with no support. Yeah, so what happened is basically they gave me like a bunch of medicines and shots through IV, and then I went back. I was discharged around like 5:30 in the evening. Went back home, took a little bit of rest, and then I was given like the same medication that I was taking when I had like pain. We'll generally think like that's one and done, right? So the same pain started around 9:30, I would say, at the night, and I was like, oh my god, why is it paining? And now it was lower abdomen on the left side, radiating towards the thighs. By the time it was like 11:30, I had to take medicine, because I knew that it was getting bad, like hour by hour. It was really getting bad. So I took a medicine around 11:30, I would say. It didn't help. By the time it was 1, I couldn't lie down, I couldn't sit, I couldn't do anything but go to ER. And my husband was like super scared because this thing happened, and the last night I just passed out like 6 times, and he was like, I don't know why is it happening. And only obviously when it's not in your control, the best place to go is to a doctor. So he was like, let's just go to the doctor. And he was like continuously telling me, let's just go to the doctor. And I was the one who's like let's see if it goes away or not, because it's just hard to like leave kids and just go to the doctor. I'm not a person who would like just go to the doctor for like a simple pain, but this was definitely not a simple pain, I know that. But it was just going all over the place. Now the second time I go to the ER, they were like, oh, you were just here. And I was like, yeah, I know. I have no idea why this pain is coming, because I never had like this kind of a pain. Now it started radiating to my thighs. What's actually happening? They said, let's just do an ultrasound and see. Yeah, so they did an ultrasound. They said everything is fine except we see a fibroid. The fibroid was around like 2.7 centimeters. So the fibroid should not cause so much pain, and they couldn't see anything else in the ultrasound. And why I say is that it should not cause pain is just because we are both the sides are family members. My mom, Vipin's mom, Vipin's dad, everybody is in the medical field. And I think that's what was causing more issue. And by this time, when I say the allergy reaction was just getting worse day by day. And when I say worse is I'm the person who FaceTimes and talks to my family every day. I didn't show my face to my family for straight 5 days. And I think that's what bothered my mom a lot, is just because she was like, yeah, she's not showing the face just because it's that bad. And I was super awkward in showing my face to anybody for that matter, just because one day I look like a llama, the other day I look like a duck, it was so bad. And I was taking steroids for that because they had prescribed that for like 5 days, which would calm it down. So wherever the rash, it was coming like hives all over the body. So wherever it came, it subsided, but it used to grow in the other different parts of the body. And mainly on the face. When it used to come in the face, obviously I cannot record, right? And when I say I cannot record, is not by the means, I don't feel like it's like YouTube is an obligation to me. It just makes me feel good when I take me time for me. So I just wanted to just play with some makeup, feel at ease. But because of this pain and stuff happening all across my body, the constant thing that was running in my mind was, kids and my husband and my family. I'm sorry. And especially when kids are so small, the only thing that was like coming across my mind was like, nothing should happen right now because kids are really small. And because the pain was so much, it was so irritating. The second time when I went to the ER, they straight away gave me morphine shot to calm the pain down because it was so bad. And first morphine shot, after like 15 minutes, they gave me the second morphine shot. And they were like, yeah, we can see that you're in a lot of pain. And by this time, I'm getting literally mad that I don't know the cause. When it is like contractions, you know that there's a baby in your tummy, your body is going through that. Now I'm going to the ER like back to back, like one day after the other, and I don't know what's the cause. And it's paining like I'm gonna die. With morphine shots, yes, the pain was decreasing, but I know that as soon as that 8-hour mark of the morphine shot is over, this pain is gonna start again. So I went around like 1:30 at night to the ER. I was discharged around like 7:30 in the morning. By that time, they were like monitoring, and because the BP was low, they were giving me fluids and painkillers and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. And on top of that, I was on steroids because of the allergies. Went back home. Now, at this point, I'm so scared because of the virus that is running and me visiting the hospital again and again. And because I have like 2 young kids at home, and my younger one has like breathing issues. So he's constantly on that puff, and he just stopped his medications that he was taking for like good 6 months. And for me, at the back of the mind, it was like, am I going to get the virus and then get it back to my kids? Which God forbid, I don't want that to happen to my kids. So, or to anybody for that matter. I didn't sleep for like 2 days straight. So I came back home because I had like morphine shot. I was like a little sedative. So I slept for a good like 2-3 hours straight, I think. And then I felt like good. I was like, okay, so I'm feeling so scared that I'm going to lose my life, and I want to spend a lot of time with my kids and my family. And I'm with my kids and I'm like teaching them and stuff. I put them to nap. I put them to sleep at night around 8:30, and pain starts again. And this is like 9:30 at night. This time I just took the medicine immediately. I didn't want to get it worse. I didn't want to go to hospital. It didn't help. And by the time I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital anymore. They're just going to give me again a steroid shot or morphine, and they're going to like calm me down. And again, it's going to happen. I don't know. They're not giving me a cause or something. So there's so many things that are happening. Like, it was just getting scary. So I wait until I cannot bear, which was 2:30 in the morning. And on 2nd of September, this is the third day that I'm going to the hospital. The third day when I went to the ER was because the pain that was on my lower abdomen radiating to my thighs went up to my shoulder. And when I say it went up to my shoulder, I couldn't lift my left arm at all. And if I was like laying down, the shoulder used to like just plop on the left. That was super scary. It felt like there's something wrong with my left side. So I didn't know if it's neuro or anything or not. But after a point of time, when you get that pain shot, I started lifting my arm. So the third day I was with like that sling on my neck to support my arm. I go to the hospital, and as expected, again the next morphine shot comes to get the pain down. But this, I am like super aggravated this time, just because I don't know the cause, and I'm telling the doctors like, I really want to know the cause rather than you just giving me pain medications. And they're like, you need the pain medications right now, for your body to handle it, and then we'll find out what's the situation. So now we already did an ultrasound, so that didn't help. Now we do a CT scan with like iodine in it. So basically, so they inject iodine in my body, which makes the body like super warm. And they send me like inside a tunnel like a thing to see if there's anything wrong with my body. So basically, so my chest down, they didn't find anything wrong happening, but so I still don't know what's the cause, what was happening. Basically, after the test and stuff, the doctor said all the symptoms feel like you have endometriosis. And I was like, okay, a new thing, we don't know, so what is it? So basically, so I had like in hysteroscopy before, 2 months before, like around July 9th, and I have another one coming up in October. So that's basically when you have like, it's TMI, so just a caution before. So I just felt I never had like regular bleeding. It was always on and off. So I just didn't know what to expect out of this. So basically, there was a lot of rounds to my gynecologist and my physician and the ER. It was just too much to handle. When I go to my OBGYN, she said that endometriosis cannot be determined until unless you don't do a laparoscopy. And I've not done a laparoscopy, so we are still not sure whether it's an endometriosis or not. But she said it can be endometrial plasia. Now, that is totally different than endometriosis. Endometriosis can travel into your ovaries, fallopian tube, and everything. But if it is a endometrial plasia, then it is inside the uterus only. But endometrial plasia should not cause pain. We still don't know why the pain was there. Was it because of the allergy reaction on top of that endometrial plasia acted, and I don't know, a bunch of medicines reacting to each other with my body not correctly? I still don't know. What I know is right now I'm feeling much better. Thank you for all the prayers. There were a lot of people who were like messaging me in and out, wishing for speedy recovery and asking me what's happening. But if even one person is going through this, I totally feel you. It's super scary. And now when I get up every day in the morning, I'm so grateful for each and every day. When I open my eyes, I feel thank you for giving me another shot at life. Uh, it was scary, but it has not happened again after that, like 3, 4 days. Every day in the morning, my older son used to be like, Mom, what's happening with you? Like, are you gonna die? And he's just 5, and the scare in his eyes, the worry that I had, all just added up so much. Now I just have a little pain in my backbone, but rest all the pain has like completely gone, and I'm not taking any pain medications. I'm just on like a few hormonal pills, and that's to regulate my bleeding and stuff like that. But apart from that, I'm not taking any other medications. So hopefully, so that's the hormonal medications that's creating a lot of like pimples on my face because of like high estrogen level happening in the medications. This is going to stay for a little while till the time I just don't stop the medications. But yeah, that is what was happening all over my body. That is what was happening in my life. That was just like a quick gist. It was not a quick, I know, it was a log. But thank you for listening to me. If I could have helped at least one person in just letting them know that you're not alone, and I totally get you, I think the purpose of this video is done. So thank you for listening to me. We generally don't do such emotional content on this channel. This channel is all about makeup and lifestyle and all. So I promise it would not be sad from the next video on. But yes, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.